Warning. If you haven't seen the movie, we highly encourage you to watch it on your own. We will be spoiling major parts of the story. You've been warned.
You know what you're gonna say, right?
Um, well, I
It,
mean,
it'll just be a 10-minute video or less. I
yeah,
don't really want to.
we're,
Yeah,
we're just kind of winging it.
yeah, we're just gonna wing it, all right. Welcome back to the Taco Village. It's been a couple months since we recorded anything, but Robert and I are here to review Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
True.
Yeah, the 31st MCU movie, first in Phase 5, first of the year. How was it?
It was definitely the 31st movie in the series.
It really was. Do you think that was a nod to Baskin Robbins
Um,
and their 31
yeah.
flavors?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's a little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they actually have 31 flavors?
I think that's been their niche for like ever.
Okay. I didn't know that. I'm
Yeah.
a fake fan. So.
You really are, dude. I thought
Yeah.
you were the MC's biggest fan.
Well, it's difficult.
Well, after this movie,
Yeah.
I agree. Well, I'm just gonna say my
Um,
piece. I didn't think the movie was very good.
No, it's not. It's like, it definitely isn't the worst, but it's not great.
Yeah, my biggest thing with this movie, other than the visuals, right? It's the
Yeah.
fact that Michelle Pfeiffer and Jonathan Majors were the only two serious actors in the movie.
No, that's true though. Like, they were the only ones that were trying. It's
Yeah,
kind of like weird.
it's so funny. Everybody else seemed like they were in a comedy movie, and then Michelle
Yeah.
Pfeiffer and Jonathan Majors were the only ones trying to like nail the seriousness of this film.
I think Paul Rudd wasn't bad, but I don't think he was like as excited as in like the other
No,
ones he's done.
how many movies has he done now? I would see where the magic dies.
Like probably 5 times as the character.
Yeah.
honestly.
I would assume at that point you're like, okay, I'm kind of like drying out.
Yeah. No, and then what's his name? Plays Hank Pym.
Oh,
Michael.
Michael.
He did not.
Michael. Yeah, he did not want to be there.
He's just like so over it at that point.
I wouldn't blame him. He's like, I don't know, man.
He's like 80 years old. He just wants to chill.
Yeah, he just
He's
wants to
looking
chill
for
now.
real.
I was actually I assumed he was gonna die in this movie.
Well, that's for the next one.
No, but that means he has to go back for another one.
That's true.
And we all know he can't really do that anymore. He's kind of tired, man.
They're gonna clone him just for that, so he
I
can keep on playing.
I
Hank Pym.
believe it. I wouldn't doubt it out of Marvel this time.
True.
But yeah, it was the acting was one of the biggest hits, and of course I skipped over, but the visuals were also like messy. But that's like normal for the MCU at this point.
Yeah, it's just like, I think the worst part is that the quantum realm, it's just like really like boring. It's just like a generic sci-fi like
Yeah,
fantasy play.
it's just another universe where like they could come up
Yeah.
with whatever they want, but it's also so just lame and barren.
I think someone said it's like Star Wars but like boring, and I think that's a pretty good description.
I think that that's pretty good. I mean, they really went all out with this character designs. Some of them didn't even make sense.
No.
It's just
think-
they just made random characters that they're in the quantum realm, because I mean
Yeah,
anything can happen there.
I think the title kind of fits Quantumania because it's just like nonsense, dude.
Yeah, it is true. It is just nonsense. But yeah, no, the movie, it struggled to get where it wanted to get, and it got it. It got there eventually.
It did, but it's just like, it's just so weird. Like nothing makes sense. Like why is Kang in an Ant-Man movie?
Yeah, I think that was the biggest one. Like, I understand Chronopolis and shit like that, right? But like, they could have
Yeah.
done any other superhero.
Yeah, it's just like, it like, it's just like such a strange decision to make. Like I
Uh,
get that they need to set him up, but
True, yeah,
It's-
but they could have done it
doesn't
anywhere
feel-
else.
yeah.
Loki was just around the corner. What else is I gonna say? The first half of the movie without Kang and they kept on mentioning him as him. That annoyed me.
Yeah, it's like the Conqueror. And you're like, okay, when is he showing up?
Yeah, or like, yeah, you don't want to know about him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like so dumb.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Oh wait, no, I'll go after it.
No, dude, I was just gonna.
Okay. Well, he does show up like in the opening, right?
Well, yeah, he's there. They'd like to call back to him later.
You know, I kind of like the first 10 minutes where it's just like them like kind of explaining what happened after Endgame. I thought that was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But once the machine like breaks, it's just like,
I felt like that scene. I felt like getting to there was pretty quick. I feel like there was like, we just got there, like nothing else.
It was really quick, but I was like, oh, like I don't get why it's so bad. But then like once I go in, I'm like, oh, immediately I'm like, oh, I don't know what.
Yeah, it was definitely. I wasn't really hoping for much about this movie. I just really wanted to see Kang, and I got that. So.
Yeah, I think Jonathan Majors was really good, but I don't know if like the writers really tried with making him kind of like an intimidating villain.
Well, I like the final fist fight. That was pretty cool. When Poirot was getting his ass beat, that was fun.
Yeah, it's like. It's because it's like the only fight scene in that movie that feels real.
It did feel, yeah, because the other ones were just a bunch of lights going everywhere. This one actually felt like there was some tension there.
Like there was stakes, like he's getting beat up, he's like bleeding.
Yeah.
He's like about to lose. Like it felt very real compared to like those laser things he shot at.
Compared to MODOK.
Oh, you know, I don't really hate MODOK in this, even though he's not actually MODOK.
Yeah. I thought he was fine.
He was really weird, but it kind of like
I got used to him. Yeah, I got used to him. I saw it when he first came out, when he first took off his mask, I was like, oh. And then I kept watching more of it, and I was like, I get it. I'm fine.
Yeah, he's so ugly, dude.
Yeah, they showed like when they were fixing him up, they showed his ass there.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
That was funny. I kind of liked how he was just like kind of a loser.
Yeah. He's not a dick.
Yeah, he's true. He's not a dick.
I didn't mind MODOK. Everything else, I think it was mainly the antagonist and Michelle Pfeiffer that did their job.
Oh wait, the one thing I need to point out is that Ant-Man's suit in this is terrible.
I didn't really, to be honest, I'll be honest, I didn't even notice their suits most of the time. I was mainly looking at their faces.
So it's basically just the Infinity War Endgame suit, but really bad. Like they added a bunch of random lines on it.
They like doing that, don't they? Like adding random lines.
But this one is so like obviously bad.
Yeah, for some reason I can't really think about the suit because I wasn't paying attention to the suit at that point.
I only noticed it because like I saw it like beforehand, like before watching it.
Yeah.
Like the whole suit, I'm like, oh, it looks kind of weak. It's more of a nitpick.
Yeah, that's true. Do you have any positives left?
Well, we said Michelle Pfeiffer and Jonathan Majors. Well, there's not really that much stuff in this.
Good. Yeah, I was hoping.
Yeah.
I'd hope there was more good stuff, right? I'm not wishing on the downfall, but it's like there's nothing left. What am I supposed to say?
Well, I think like there was like remember the thing they have to drink to understand?
Oh,
like,
the ooze, yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting. It's like, oh, you know what? Okay, it's an interesting concept.
Drink the ooze.
Drink the ooze, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. The movie is rarely funny though. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the Bill Murray cameo?
Oh yeah, he was there.
He was there. There was this person, like one person in like the audience that I went to, that tried clapping and they like immediately stopped once they realized no one was clapping.
I had that experience with I forgot who showed up, but there was this lady I was sitting next to who just said "woo" when one of the characters showed up. I forgot who. And she kept commenting on things like, "Oh my god, it's this, it's that, it's this." I'm like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like scenes like that are kind of made for like people like that.
Yeah,
like,
because they want to be like, oh, well, someone's excited. Well, I mean, I should be excited too.
But it's like it just feels really forced, especially like when no one's in the theater.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it's like there's like 5 seconds of silence. It's so.
Yeah, no, I mean, I went the first day when I took a picture, and then I went yesterday. That one was full.
The second one?
Yeah, the second time. It was a lot.
I didn't stick for the post credits.
Good.
People react to it.
Yes, people gasped when they saw Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, what about the mid credits? My bad.
Nobody understood what's happening.
Okay, yeah, they didn't get it.
No, they didn't get it. They don't know, they just see a bunch of Kangs and they're like, oh.
They're like, oh, yeah, the Kang dynasty, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, we're far from that, but like that's really it, to be honest.
Yeah. What a way to kick off Phase 5.
Yeah, I like when you told me, I was so surprised it was Phase 5 already.
It's because it doesn't really even feel like a phase starter, even though it's technically supposed to be a big movie.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I get what you mean.
It's like all hype, but no actual things to prove that it's a big movie.
Yeah, it's like, oh, get ready for Ant-Man. Yeah, go watch it. And then when you watch it, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, it's alright.
But let's be honest, not most people really knew it was the beginning of Phase 5. It's only people like us.
No. Yeah, that's true. I mean, technically, it doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, since it's just going to continue either way.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah. That was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. What was your review on it?
Was my score?
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't that bad. It's not that good. I'll give it like a 4.5.
I was around there, yeah. I was at a 4.
Okay. You know what? Let's give it a collective of 4.
Yeah, an average of 4.
An average of 4, yeah. Whoops.
Whoops. It could do better.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Jonathan Majors, and that's
maybe
really.
Maybe we shouldn't let Peyton Reed cook anymore.
Yeah, maybe we should let him slow down.
Yeah. Let him out of the kitchen, please.
Yeah, we'll talk to Kevin.
Yeah. We'll get our paychecks, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he said we should be honest once in a while.
Yeah, okay. Well, we were honest last time.
Well, yeah, because that movie was good.
Okay, so we're being pretty consistent. So.
Yeah. All right then. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next garbage Marvel movie we see.
No, wait, the next one might be good.
Which is the next one?
Guardians.
Oh, dude.
Oh, true. You can say that. NDA.
Oh yeah. What'd you say, Robert? It was bleeped out.
He's coming. He's coming.
Fuck.
The bald man is coming.